to this computer. You can go
Wonderful.
ahead and start it off, Barb, if you want with this.
Perfect. Well, wonderful. Thank you, Colorado Proud members. Welcome to our webinar today. Oh, my title's wrong. Today we are talking about the new Spanish logo. I'll get that fixed and make sure everybody has that information. We did send the agenda out, and our program manager is on with us today, Danielle Trotta. And we just ask that while she's presenting and speaking, we just mute our microphones to eliminate any background noise. We welcome questions. Raise your hand, type it, or just, ask us anything you'd like to know or give us suggestions. And, don't hesitate to reach out to Danielle or myself, Barb Howe, at the end of the webinar or afterwards if you have any questions. So with that, I will turn it over to Danielle.
Yeah, thanks, Barb. So yes, thank you everyone joining us today in person or on the webinar. And if you're watching this as a recording, we are having a open discussion and introduction conversation about the rollout of the Spanish version of the Colorado Proud logo, which I will pull up in just a moment. Um, so we've gone through our housekeeping, a little bit about me. I'm Danielle Trotta. I'm the program manager for Colorado Proud, and I have with me today Barb Howe, our business development specialist. And we wanted to go over why we're considering this, how to use it, and then we want to open it up for any comments or discussion because that's one of our most important parts of why we're having this meeting. It's good to get community feedback and be able to talk about any questions or concerns anyone might have. So I am going to pull up the Spanish logo and then we can get going here. Just a moment. So the reason we started with this was because we had some feedback from one of our new member meetings, which we hold quarterly. And in those meetings, we usually ask folks if there's anything they might need. And so we had some feedback from one specific business that said, hey, I'd love to be able to have the Colorado Proud logo in Spanish. You guys do a lot of our resources in Spanish. Is there any way that the logo could be in Spanish as well? And we thought about that long and hard, and we asked what that would look like, how people might use it. Is it important? And we do think that, based on Colorado's population and being able to speak to all types of people, we wanted to have that possible, to have a logo like that possible so that it was quickly understood by anybody who might not, be able to read or speak English and needs that Spanish version. So I'm going to pull it up now. I will share my screen. You can let them in, Barb. I'm just trying to. Okay. All right. So, Barb, can you see that? Okay, great. So this is our Spanish version of the Colorado Proud logo, Orgullo de Colorado. And so basically that just translates into Colorado Proud. We thought it was really important because being able to have this logo in different communities, being able to market to the community that you're looking to market to, was the whole purpose of why we wanted to create it. It's part of our equity and buy-in to all the types of populations we have in Colorado. And based off of our feedback, this was the next, this made sense to make the logo in Spanish next. We'd love to be able to in the future make this logo in more language opportunities. We have a lot of different communities in Colorado. So what we'd like to see is over time be able to create the logo in more than just two languages. Basically, the logo use guidelines are the same. We'll be putting out the new logo use guidelines within the next 2 months. Basically, those guidelines will include this logo. But as we move forward and as it stands, using this logo will also coincide with the logo use guidelines that we currently have that you can find on coloradoproud.com. And our department, Colorado Department of Agriculture website as well. And there you can find the regular logo use guidelines. This logo will be used under those guidelines. We do ask that folks don't use the English and the Spanish logo together. We think that's a little bit confusing. That will be in the new logo use guidelines, and using this logo would take place of using the English logo. The great thing is it's still the same colors, it's still the same look. And why that's important is it just carries over. So when people see this logo, whether it says Colorado Proud in English or Spanish, it's still recognizable to consumers, which is the main reason we want to be able to do this. And other than that, I mean, Barb, I don't really think that there was much more to share about that. We really are hoping to get feedback from everybody on what they think, the future of this logo, any questions, comments, or concerns about it. And, we really were hoping for more discussion today. So go ahead, Barb.
No, very good points. And as Danielle pointed out, we'll have the new updated logo use agreement and all of that. But, this is available now, correct, Danielle? And we can go ahead and share it with anybody who'd like it. And yeah, if you guys would love to share any feedback initially, we have a few members on. We'd love to hear it from you. You can.
Yeah, and with that, Barb, I'll also say that we have our member resource drive on Google, which we can give anybody access to that's a member. And so once we just confirm that you are a member, we'll share that access with you. And on there, you can find all the logos in all the different forms that they have. The logo use guidelines are in there, and any marketing resources that you might need for social media, things like that. That's all on there for Colorado Proud members. So not a lot of people utilize that because I know we just normally send the logo to people and you can get it off of our website, but we do have a private drive just for our Colorado Proud members that have them in the different file formats as well. But yes, if you don't feel comfortable to come off of mute or turn on your camera, you can certainly put any feedback in the chat and Barb and I can read through that. But ultimately, we want to start with the Spanish logo. We have plans to move forward in the future with other languages. But we really think this is a great opportunity for people to be able to use the English and the Spanish logo separately, but on different types of marketing and depending where you're at.
Excellent. Does anybody have any questions for Danielle? Or would you guys like us to send you the logo? We're happy to do that as well.
Hola, buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Puedo hacerla en español?
Poquito. Necesito practicar. So,
well, I'm gonna try in English. So
perfect.
I would like to know how easy is to add this logo to our products, or difficult, because there's a lot of steps and everything. I know for us like to do our products and add these logos from Colorado. So how hard is going to be to switch it, or we just can add it, or how it works?
I can
For
see.
example, if I'm doing like farmers market products like cottage foods, how can I add it?
Yeah, so that is a great question. We can order stickers for you, little stickers, so you could stick it on the can if you wanted to, or the jar. You can add it to like your digital marketing, so online. But we're happy to help send you stickers to utilize to be able to put this logo on your products.
Oh, okay, thank you.
And if you email Barb, she can help you with that order.
Oh, okay.
And we cover the cost for that.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Great
Um,
question. And as Danielle said, we can send you the actual logo as like the other Colorado Proud logo, and you can put it on your website, things like this. But I'm going to make a note and get with you on stickers.
Thank you so much.
yeah, thank you. Dolores and Eddie, like I said, we don't have many people on this call. We really wanted to make sure we had a public Zoom so that anybody could give feedback if they felt like maybe we were going the wrong direction.
Oh,
But we
I think I saw the webinar announced and I registered a long time ago. And they sent me the confirmation and the agenda and everything, but they didn't put the link for the Zoom meeting. So
oh, the
I
link.
needed this morning. I couldn't find it because
Oops,
I sent it
sorry.
twice the confirmation, and now I try to again register again and get the link that way to join immediately. Maybe that was some confusing.
Yeah,
Interesting.
maybe we
Thank you
did.
for
Yeah,
that.
maybe that's on our end. Maybe it didn't send it properly, so we apologize.
Yeah, I couldn't find the link. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Thank you for being
Mhm.
able to find it and re-registering. I appreciate it. Um, but yes, most importantly, we'd like this logo to be used widely. We'll be doing some campaigning and marketing for this to let people know it exists and let them know that this is a Colorado Proud lo product and that, supporting the Hispanic community. And so, yes, we'd love everybody to use it as soon as possible if they'd like to. Yeah. And honestly, we didn't have much more than that. I we wanted this to more be an open discussion. So if there's not a lot of other feedback from anybody on this call, we'd be happy to end it. And then if there's any questions, you guys can let me know. Hi, Dolores.
Oh, hi, good morning, everyone. My apologies, I was running a little bit late. But yeah, similar to Berta, I also received the CDA newsletter and just saw it and registered for it without a ton of context. And then of course I joined late. But I was wondering if we are able to maybe just back up a little bit and share the context of like this meeting, the purpose, and then also like a clearer understanding of how different entities or different organizations can be supportive of this launch. I was really excited when I saw the this initiative, but admittedly, I'm kind of coming in very fresh to it. So any
Sure.
context would be welcome.
Okay. Yeah, so the context is that we hold quarterly new member meetings just to let people, understand what the program is, how we promote Colorado products and businesses within the food, beverage, and ag space. And so at one of our meetings, we had a business person who had a Hispanic-owned business, and they said, we'd really love to see this logo in Spanish. Would that be possible? And being as we usually try to make most of our resources in both English and Spanish, we decided that this would be a great time to create a logo in another language. So we started with Spanish, and then we're hoping to do other languages as we move forward because some of our Colorado Proud members do sell internationally as well. But mainly we wanted to try this to see if it was popular with businesses that are either Hispanic or sell into Hispanic communities or would just prefer to use this logo over the English logo. And it's kind of like a pilot program. We've created the logo based on the feedback from the business owners that we had been working with in the beginning who asked for it. And now we're just kind of presenting it to the Colorado Proud community. First off, to make sure we're on the right track. Secondly, to just see what the interest is. We have guidance from like our commissioner's office that we'd like to keep doing this as we, over the years as we move forward and offer other languages as well. But we felt like this was a good place to start. So what we'd like is basically this logo has the same logo use guidelines as the English Colorado Proud logo. We really prefer that people didn't use both because we feel like when you're speaking to consumers, there's already so many labels on products. I think because the Colorado Proud logo itself is widely recognized, whether it's in English or Spanish, is, people still recognize the logo. So I think that's the one thing we'll see updated in our logo use guidelines. But otherwise, we just wanted to have the opportunity to have the logo in more than one language. And, based on Colorado, we thought that, and based on the feedback we received from members, we thought we'd start with the Spanish version.
Thank you. That's very, very helpful. Did I understand correctly that you're launching this in March?
Yes, so we wanted to make sure that we put a few things in place. As you saw in the newsletter, we had the not poll, the survey. We had a survey. We also had this initiative, a webinar to give opportunity for people to give feedback, any concerns or just generally feelings about it. And then, yeah, we'll probably do a big official launch in March through a press release, letting even consumers know. But if you feel like using the logo now and you're a Colorado Proud member already, you are able to use it if you'd like.
Wonderful. I guess one other question that I have is I'm curious if so let me back up from my own perspective. So Provecho Collective is an organization, it was formerly known as the Colorado Blueprint to End Hunger, and we
Oh, yeah.
are a collective impact organization. So we serve as a backbone support to food systems across Colorado. And would love the opportunity and welcome any updates that we can share with our network as well, in terms of understanding like the concept behind it, like the why, and also as appropriate, encourage others to either, get the word out in their community, knowing that this is available, things of that sort. So yeah, I think that's probably more of a comment, but the question is, do you all, and I again apologize if I missed this, but do you have the logo
Oh, yeah.
available? If you
Yeah,
could
I'm
screen
sorry. I
share.
shared it earlier and then let me just bring it back up for you.
Oh, very cool. Okay, so very similar. Yeah, it's basically the same one as the
Mhm.
Colorado Proud.
Basically, like I said, basically, when we are in those new member meetings, we really want to, and a lot of feedback we get on our Colorado Proud member survey every year, um, is that people really want that direct connection to be able to say, hey, we need this. Can you create it? And so at that new member meeting, and Barb, if you know the company's name and are willing to share it, but if not, because I know that was quite a while ago. They specifically asked if we could create a logo that they could use, for their products. And, they had like I think a frozen fruit food product, and they wanted to be able to put this on their product instead of the English logo. And so we were like, well, sure, we could definitely create that. And why not? Because I think that it's basically up to preference, who you're serving, who your consumers are, and what makes the most sense for you as a Colorado Proud member. So, and then after we created it, we went back to this specific business and we're like, hey, this is what we came up with. Does this make sense? You know, what do you think? And they're like, yeah, this is great. And they had started using it on their product. And again, they were a smaller company and sold in a smaller retail market, but they said they were enjoying it. Now, of course, like there'll probably be things that we'll start tracking, like, how many people are using it, is it gaining popularity? But again, it's the same as the Colorado Proud logo. It's just in a different language.
And who controls who if it's working or is not working? How
Well,
are
yeah,
you?
we look at that. So every year we do a consumer survey, and we do that survey in October, basically. So today we'll actually be getting the results back from our survey company for the one we just ran. And what we do is every year we look at what consumers think about Colorado Proud. Are they looking for the logo? Are they willing to pay more for the logo when it's on a product? Where are they finding the logo? And all this information helps us then shift how we talk to people and how we're doing our campaigns and making sure that we're staying up to date. We also want to make sure that we're maintaining an 80% awareness level of the logo. So as we roll out this logo, we can then ask about it on this next year's survey and see if people recognize it, if they've seen it somewhere, where have they seen it? Does it mean something different to them? And then we'll be able to compile that data next November and be able to see how it's doing.
Yeah, because well, I work at the farmers market and I work at the hub, but and I'm related to the logo, and I saw, like, for example, like King Supers. If I go to buy some product like that, I'm like, oh yeah, it's from Colorado. But maybe and I, like you said, I feel like it's a little more expensive, but it is more quality, right?
Mhm.
So I think, like, Hispanics, we need to get more education about the logo. Like, it's not going to be more expensive. It's just like it's from Colorado, a product from Colorado. So we need to take out this stigmas, like it's going to be super expensive. And so I hopefully it works, and thank you for doing it. And I'm really proud of CDA, like, doing it. Yeah.
I have a question to follow up on Berto's comment. Are there already community engagement or types of webinars or information sessions to do exactly what she was mentioning, just kind of getting the word out, particularly like in the Hispanic community?
Honestly, that would be next on our list to do.
Yeah.
We wanted to have this to kind of say, hey, here's what we're thinking. It's kind of already a little bit out there, but not in a big official way.
Hmm.
But yeah, that is really important. And I think that if you'd want to help us on that, that'd be great because
Yeah.
yeah, first off, like definitely when you have the Colorado Proud logo, it doesn't always mean that it's more expensive. And yes, the main point that we're driving home to consumers is, hey, you're supporting your local communities, you're keeping those dollars
Exactly.
in your local communities. You're promoting you're promoting agriculture as a way of life here, and entrepreneurship and small business and also big business. But that's what the essence of Colorado Proud is. And so we use our platform to just educate consumers like, hey, here's what's in season. Here are recipes. Don't forget to go to all the farmers markets. Here's all the winters markets. We do a Colorado Proud gift guide. And so we do all that with the Colorado Proud logo, making sure consumers understand what that is. And so, yeah, I mean, that would be our main goal here. It is the Colorado Proud logo, and it's just, in a different language. And can we reach more consumers? Can we continue to help
Yeah.
businesses grow in all different types of communities? So, yes, we'd love that. I think the last time we had a community engagement with Barb, was that last year at the in Longmont with the group that we were with.
That's right. The Latin Chamber of Commerce, which was a really
Mm.
nice meeting up there in Longmont.
And then Barb and I, well, mainly Barb, she really works closely also with the Hispanic Restaurant Association. So those are some of our areas where we can get more outreach. But yeah, we'd love to set up maybe like a 6 series webinar or,
Mhm.
four series to A, educate about Colorado Proud, B, be able to show that this is another, we have this extra, a great resource of this, logo we'd like to make sure is an important part of Colorado Proud. that would be, yeah, that would be great. And so this is our first step here, kind of talking about it. And this is why we're having this meeting. So,
Yeah, I think we need a lot of information about CDA, like what can we access or what
mhm.
is already in place. Because sometimes we feel like we can do this or we can do that for maybe IT or social or papers, or for example, like for us going to the farmers market, we were like even scared to go there this year to put the tent and all that stuff. So we need to get more information about, for example, going to the food innovation centers or to get our products done there, because we don't want to go to those kitchens or get like they have views from us, yeah, like it's going to be so expensive, or you need these classes and actually we don't need it, so something like that. I think we need more information about how can we do more products using our Colorado products, and where can they support us like doing it, And I think we need a lot of that.
Yeah, we have a communications meeting every month, and we do realize that that is a part
Yeah.
of.
I didn't know about those meetings until I
No,
think
oh,
Sonia.
yeah, no, this meeting, we realized that, yeah, we have to do a lot of work in communities
Yeah.
that maybe in the past we haven't really spoken to. And so, and recognize. And so we have, quite a team here at CDA now where, we can host, yeah, webinars all in Spanish, and we can talk about those things, and be able to explain what it is we do here, what resources everyone can use. And, so we are happy to start that process, at least from the Colorado Proud perspective. Um, yeah, and that'll just have to be a priority over the next few months before we get to March.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And Berta, I can
Yeah.
send you some links that you can access about more items on our CDA website.
Okay.
And maybe you and I can chat more about ideas for a webinar series, as Danielle pointed out.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what
That
what
would be good.
what would be relevant and interesting.
Yeah, because we need a lot of help with labeling and all those ingredient lists and how to do it.
Yeah,
And we are doing some products and like freeze dry products, because we got some surplus sometimes from our wholesale products, so we don't want to throw it away, or
right.
sometimes we give it to farmers, but they don't have the transportation to take it, so there's a lot of help from that end, and we just want to use all those surplus items, but it's so hard to get those licenses and packaging and what is you can do, or where
Yeah.
you know all those classes. But we are trying and we need your help.
No problem. Yes, let's start. Let me send you some
Yep.
information, and then we
Thank
can at
you.
least have the conversation after you see that and what's next.
Oh, thank you so much.
You bet. And Dolores, thank you for your contact information. We can connect, and I know Danielle and I would welcome um, you to help elevate this. So,
Dolores, thank you for your work.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were
No, I
helped
appreciate
for the blueprint system, and that was a lot.
oh, nice.
it. Oh, great. Yeah, happy to jump in wherever it would be helpful. So
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, and please, don't hold, I don't ever want anyone to hold back. This is like a safe space, and
That's
like
right.
we don't care if we have any, if there's any criticism or anything that we aren't taking into account, that is okay and good for us to hear. And again, we went off of one member asking for this, and we just thought it made complete sense. And why hadn't we have anything and like that? And so that's why
Mhm.
we're
yeah.
we're wanting to do this.
Well, thank you all for being so responsive. I think
Yeah.
oftentimes people give feedback and it not a ton comes out or it comes out differently. And so it seems like you all were very responsive. So I appreciate that too.
Well, our member, I put the company name, the Chupaletas 303. He translated it for us because we wanted to make sure it was a relevant translation as well, right? Because
Yeah,
we could, we can use Google Translate, but that's not always accurate.
quite
So
right.
yeah, so he was so great, and yeah, we certainly want to hear what is needed because um,
Absolutely. So on that quick note, and I uh, wanted to offer, so as part of the work that we do, and if you do want to, take up the offer to collaborate closer with Provecho, we do have kind of like those webinar capabilities and do offer would be able to support with interpretation. So if we're doing like a live meeting, having like that, those types of supports available.
great.
Yeah, we'd love to partner with you on that. We do have staff, like I said, our team here, but if it comes from the work you guys are already doing and I feel like maybe that makes more sense and would reach more people. So yeah, I want to make sure that we're doing as much as we can or reaching as many people as we can. So
Yeah, we can help you in that.
cool.
Okay.
I'm not sure if anyone else on the call, I know Eddie has been quiet and that's okay. Morris, I see you're on, your camera's on. Do you have anything you wanted to share with the group? Or I know you joined a little late. Anything we need to recover? If not, it's okay.
Well, we appreciate the feedback and the conversation.
Yeah, and we're
We're
always
always
available
open.
via
Mhm.
email and
Yep.
happy to carry the conversation on if you weren't able to be able to say what you needed to say here. I know that sometimes people just don't want to, and that's okay.
Sure.
So always happy to have cool. Always happy to have conversations. And yeah, Barb will get that contact information and we'll reach back out. But I think this is great. I think this was like a really good conversation to have. At first, we thought we weren't going to have many people on the call, and although it was still small, it's nice to be able to have people here offering because if you're not at the table, it's hard to know what is
Right.
needed. Um, so yeah, I think some of our action items here we'll reach back out. Barb will be reaching back out to a few of you, and then we'll also kind of move forward with seeing how we can work together and be able to continue some of this work and see where we need to go with it. And have a have a more impactful conversation of why, how, when for the Spanish version logo. And then hopefully get that out into the public's eye by March, right before farmers market season, so that everyone's excited and, looking forward to that as well. Yeah,
We love your enthusiasm. Thank you.
yeah, we appreciate it.
We loved doing this, so it's neat to get your appreciation from it because we really wanted to do it. And
We
thank
Yeah, and
also
you.
I will
want
just
to
end
do
with,
the
oh,
farm.
go ahead, sorry.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
We also want to do the farmers market all year round. Yeah, because there's still products like
Oh
right
yeah,
now, like pumpkins and everything. So I'm going to talk to you about that also.
yeah.
Sorry,
Let's
I talk a
brainstorm
lot.
some ideas. I
Yeah,
don't know what's an option for that.
exactly. Okay.
Yeah, and I know that there's some winter farmers markets that we can certainly like put you into like give you the
Yep.
information on because I do know that there are some but I don't know if they're close to your location, so we can reach out to you after this meeting about that. So cool. Oh, and I was going to say, at first when we put this out, everyone was very excited and we were just going to throw it out there, but I do think that having, good conversation about it before just jumping into something, especially from a place of, just it just isn't my place to just be like, yeah, let's just do this. So I'm glad that we're having the conversations and yeah, we'll look forward to reaching out to you guys and moving some of this forward. So I appreciate everyone here and thank
Yep.
you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye. I was going to stay on with you, and I'll stop recording in a second. Sorry. Let me just. Okay. How do I end it?